What's the question?
Well,
you want
better
better
bet
job
to
or
win
just
the
smart ass?
AFC.
I don't know.
KC or Buffalo?
Okay. So it's obviously, with no bias whatsoever, it's obviously the Chiefs.
Really? Really?
Well, hold on.
Didn't they play earlier in the season?
Hold on, with no bias whatsoever.
Right. I mean, my goodness.
Brew, better bet to win the AFC East, the Bills or the Dolphins. Didn't they
Bills.
play earlier in the season?
Bills.
Miss me with your they played
Bills
once
are the
earlier in the
number
season.
one seed.
Okay, so let's start with that and then go from there because they do have the same record and the number one seed is yet to be determined, but right now they are. So they're 10-3. So can we show both teams' remaining schedules? And we will ask without bias, do you think the Bills are going to go undefeated the rest of the way? If you do, then they will stay the number one seed. Does anyone see a loss coming for the Chiefs? Anyone at the panel want to speak up?
I think it's possible.
No.
Seattle.
Pick it. So you're picking Geno to go to Arrowhead?
Not yet. I mean,
Okay,
I'm saying it's possible. And
So
the
no.
Broncos gave them all
Okay.
they wanted.
Oh, yeah,
on
27-0.
Sunday.
Okay. So I don't believe the Bills are going to remain the number one seed. I think the Chiefs are going to get there. But even if the Bills get to the number one seed, the reason they are not the better bet, and I will go to you, Greg Jennings, is going into the year, what had the Bills, who have not been to a Super Bowl since Jim Kelly was there, do to become the favorites not only in the AFC, but in the entirety of football? Go ahead, Wild.
Got Von Miller?
Got Von Miller.
Yes,
Is he going to play again the rest of this year? Is he?
No,
Anybody?
he is
Anybody?
not.
No. What's the other reason the Bills were thought to have superseded the Chiefs? Well, they've got a quarterback that is the MVP favorite, to which I remind you, he has not played like an MVP. He has not played like an All-Pro. He has not played like a Pro Bowler. He has not played like an average quarterback. He has not played like a below-average quarterback. He has played for 2 months like a bad quarterback. Those are the numbers. Passer rating, the catch-all stat, he's ahead of Matt Ryan, who was benched during the stretch, Davis Mills, who was benched during the stretch, Zach Wilson, who was benched during the stretch, and a rookie, Kenny Pickett. You cannot find a single category where he is above average over, and this is since week 6. Guys, we're heading into week 15. So, Greg, I would ask you this. Von Miller and an improved defense plus an unstoppable offense was supposed to put them over the top. They have neither. So why would they be the favorites?
That's all lip candy. Don't
What?
let it.
Lip candy?
Don't let it.
I think that's a flavor of...
Look, I'm sticking with the Bills. I said the Bills at the beginning of the season, and I'm riding with the Bills now.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you what, I loved all your stats and
Thank
your
you.
full screen
Appreciate
and all of your reasons why.
Yeah.
And you know what I thought about?
What?
Because I knew you were going to attack Josh Allen.
I didn't...
And this is something that you
I thought it was facts over feelings.
facts
on the show.
over feelings.
Yeah.
You know what?
You finagled them.
I thought I love facts over feelings. So I'm going to jump on this facts bandwagon. And I have a full screen for you.
Wow.
Because when you look at these quarterbacks that play against Patrick Mahomes, they tend to play a lot better. Look at those numbers versus the Chiefs and then versus the field. Look at the
they get
quarterbacks
better.
like like Derek Carr. He gets better in passing yards and percentage.
Russell Wilson
Jimmy
looks
Garoppolo,
alive.
he improved.
There you go.
You just mentioned Russell Wilson looked like he found the
Looked like
fountain
old
of youth
Russ.
all over again. And even better than that, my guy Josh Allen. What does he do against your team? Complete 67%. And throw for over almost 330 yards. Like every quarterback improves when they play the Kansas City
Okay, that's a
Chiefs.
great point. Can I respond to it real quick? I don't think the Bills are going to get to play the Chiefs.
Oh, here we go.
What? Why would I believe the Bills?
Because y'all might beat Cincinnati first?
No, because they are going to meet Cincinnati first. Why would I believe in the Bills over the Bengals? Why? What is one shred of evidence as to how they are playing right now, Brew? What right now? Not how they looked on paper in August or how they looked against the Titans in early September. Right now, what's a reason to believe in the Bills?
I'm going
right
to
now?
stick with the facts over feelings theme we got going. And Greg spelled it out. Your defense is horrible.
Okay.
You got the worst pass defense in the league, right? 28. We saw the banner yesterday.
Okay, I don't
28
think that's
touchdowns
the wor-
allowed.
okay.
Well,
that's the
touchdowns.
most touchdowns
Not
allowed
necessarily
in
the
the
worst.
league.
That's the Vikings.
Yeah.
Still got the.
You know I love Mahomes.
Sorry.
Thank you.
But the Bills have a quarterback in Josh Allen. Now see,
I didn't finagle anything.
you play fast and lose
How?
with the numbers.
I didn't
Here's
finagle
how.
anything.
Because the last 4 games, You notice he picked.
I picked
when did
since
Josh
they
really
beat the
struggle?
Chiefs.
Let me go.
No,
the
it's
last
since they beat
4
the Chiefs.
games, all of them victories. Josh Allen has 8 touchdowns.
Yeah.
6 passing, 2 rushing, and 1 interception.
Yeah.
Now
And
he had
threw
his
for
graphic had
147
9
yards.
turnovers. I don't know when you started that.
I
but
just told you, since the Chiefs game.
What did I tell you a month ago? With Eric Mangini sitting there, I said, Nick, Josh Allen is going through the same thing Patrick Mahomes went through last year.
And you
he
were
had
wrong
this
then,
stretch
and you're
where he
wrong
threw
now.
6 interceptions in 3 games, like Mahomes
but this
had
is
his
7
stretch
games.
where he threw like 7 in 10 in 7 games, something like that. And Mahomes was learning though. And he got better.
But Josh Allen
and he
just
got
threw for
more
147
cautious.
yards last
and now, the yardage I'm not concerned about. I'm concerned about the touchdowns.
He threw for 1
and
touchdown
the lack
and
of
147
turnovers.
yards.
8 touchdowns, 1 turnover, 1 interception in the last 4 games.
Do you think the Bills have looked good over the last 4 games?
Not to mention, they're 4-0. Yeah.
Do you think
yes,
they've looked
4-0.
like a Super Bowl
All right,
team?
they beat the Jets, who are a good defensive team. Here's the other thing, Nick. This Josh Allen gets better. There ain't no roller coaster in the playoffs.
I knew you'd mention this.
He's got the best passer rating in the history of football in the playoffs. He's got the best touchdown to interception ratio, 14-1.
So can I say something about that real quick?
The dude shows up.
Except that is totally misleading.
How?
Because it is based entirely on those 2 games last year. Entirely. Because
the year before he had 5 touchdowns and 1 pick.
Okay, so Josh Allen, aside from last year's playoffs, in which he lost one of those games, I forget to whom, someone will remind me. He had played 4 playoff games. In those 4 playoff games, he was 2-2 with a passer rating of 87. Josh Allen has played 6 playoff games.
He was young.
It was 1 year prior. He actually was better. He made the AFC title.
The young line.
And so Josh Allen, much like in the regular season, in the postseason, is a roller coaster. He has played 6 games. He has won 3. He has lost 3. He has 3 great games, pass rating above 120. He has 3 bad games, passer rating below 90. Now, those numbers jump off the charts because he played a perfect playoff game against the Patriots, and he played as well as you can play in a playoff game when you go home literally crying. As he did, well, probably because Tyrann Mathieu went out of the game and the team was a little different then.
I got one more arrow in the quiver. One more arrow in the quiver. Can I throw it?
Yeah,
okay.
You're throwing the arrows?
That's
what it feels
here's
like.
Here's the other thing, Nick, because the question was who has the better chance of getting to or shooting my arrow.
Yeah.
Who has the better chance of getting to the Super Bowl?
Go, fire the arrow.
Buffalo doesn't have a kryptonite in the AFC.
Themselves.
You are praying that you don't face the Bengals.
No, I would like to play the Bengals to get revenge.
The Chiefs have a kryptonite. Josh Allen has beaten every team that's going to make the playoffs at least once. He hasn't played Burrow. But he's beaten every other quarterback.
So he has as many wins against
team.
Burrow as the Chiefs.
Yeah, he has
cool.
But he doesn't have the 3 losses.
No, that's true.
He doesn't have the 3
saves
L's.
those for Mahomes.
You've got a kryptonite.
Okay.
It's the Cincinnati Bengals. Buffalo doesn't. That was the arrow.
I get it. That's a little bit unfair because you're from Ohio. So I feel like that's like
that's the other thing, America. Why am I biased when Brew is for dripping? He's literally wearing
I said the Bengals
Ohio
are
underwear.
Eagles, obviously in the number 1 spot in the NFC. Cowboys and 49ers tied for the silver. Then it's the Vikings and the Bucks, who are literally a losing team. So we'll start with Brew. I don't know how many arrows you have left in your quiver.
This was quick.
Okay. Who are the
San
Eagles'
Francisco.
biggest threat? There you go.
They're really look. I will admit Dallas' ceiling is high,
but
they are the most likely contender, Nick, to hit their floor at any given moment. And I think they're going to hit their floor at a bad time in the playoffs, so they will not win the NFC. It is Eagles 1, San Francisco 2, and the rest of them can. I'm not.
You've eliminated everyone but those 2 teams.
Yep.
Go ahead, Greg.
And I pretty much eliminated everyone. It's themselves.
Wow.
Period.
You've eliminated everybody. You wrote off the Cowboys still?
Absolutely. I'm right now. When I look at the Eagles, I'm just going to respect who they are and what they've been all season long. They've been the best team in football. They've showed us offensively and defensively. You talk about the 49ers. I can't even say the 49ers. They don't have arguably their best player, Deebo Samuel.
Oh.
No. Deebo Samuel. If they don't have Deebo Samuel, can they still
be back, though, supposedly?
He might be back, but I've suffered an MCL and a high ankle sprain. Never at the same time. And I was not the same the moment I came back in the postseason in, 2012? or 2011 when we played the Giants off of MCL, I was different. It take a minute. You don't have time. And so I don't know if he can be the same dynamic force that we've seen all year. So that would be the only team. For me, Dallas, they just got to prove it and get there and win their first playoff game before I can even give them any type of credit.
Yeah, to me, the Eagles have proven as much as the Cowboys, which is they haven't proven anything. Why would the Cowboys have to prove it and the Eagles wouldn't? You guys get so caught up in specific win-loss record. They're both excellent teams. One's 12-1, one's 10-3. The 10-3 team, by the way, dealt without their quarterback for 5 weeks this year. So I'm not going to say just definitively, demonstrably, the Eagles are better than the Cowboys. We'll get to see them play in a couple weeks. Right now, to me, the Niners, who some people had the foresight to pick to win the conference months ago, are the clear-cut best team in the conference, and the Eagles and the Cowboys are right behind them. And so Brew is crossing teams off left and right. Greg has crossed everyone off. I think the Eagles are really good. No. I love the Niners' skill position guys, and I love their defense.
What about
the best defense in football?
That's real talk.
I understand, but they have the best defense in football. It would take the most talented quarterback ever to really crack them and score like 40+ on them or something. I can't imagine that ever happening. But I like the Niners. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.